give Towson a ton of credit. They beat us. It wasn't a game that we were great, but we didn't play that poorly. They were really, really good and played at a really high level. Thought early in the game, physicality was a real problem. They were able to shove us around and get some baskets in traffic that we weren't able to get on the other end. And then in the second half, you make 5 straight threes, you shoot 7 for 12 from 3 on the road, you usually are winning those games. So they deserve to win. Give them credit. It's an excellent team. We're going to need to play better than that to win that game.
All right, we'll start with questions for Coach. Brian,
Did you, after being the first 2 teams, Towson was picked to finish first in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Did you expect this to be a much tougher test?
Yeah, look, the other 2 were hard, though, because they were on the road. We knew we'd have to play at a high level. We actually didn't play drastically worse than we played in the last 2 games. Now, we weren't as good, but I just thought Towson was clicking tonight. That was kind of a buzzsaw. We had a really hard time defending them, and we bounced back and forth from man to zone. We started the second half in zone. They hit 2 threes, so we got out of the zone, and then they hit 3 threes against our man. So they just kind of had it cooking, and I think we need to play tougher. We need to defend better to win that game. But again, I think watching the game, you saw a veteran team that returns everybody from a championship a year ago, and they played really, really well tonight. And so we're going to need to be better than that when we play them again.
Do you feel the team is improving? You had the 2-7 start, and do you feel the team, despite what happened today, has improved over the course of the season so far?
Definitely. We can obviously play way better, but I think from how the way we started, we're showing a lot of people that we can compete in this league, and that we could be a very dominant team in this league. Just got to take it one game at a time.
How tough do you feel the competition is in this CAA?
It's pretty physical, to say that. But besides that, it's just physicality today. That's the only thing that bothered us. We weren't ready for it, and you got to give them credit. Just like Coach said, they made shots to start a game. So.
Coach, what do you feel like was the main culprit in today's loss?
Yeah, I hate to sound like a broken record, but to me, it was the physicality. We started the game, so there wasn't a foul for about 8 minutes. The first media timeout came at 10:30 on the clock, right? So we played 9 minutes and change without a foul. During that time, we had 4 turnovers. We finished the game with 7. All of the turnovers were simple stuff that we know better, okay, and we didn't do a good job. And they were all early. That, combined with them scoring in the paint early, is how we got down 10. Now, for the last 30 minutes, the game was even. We had a fast break run-out layup to cut it to 6 or 7 or whatever at that point. We didn't make it. They scored, and that was the end of the game. Now, that play didn't get us beat, but that was it. It was over at that point. We needed that layup, and then we needed a stop, and all of a sudden it's a 2-possession game. The crowd gets in it. It was a kind of a deflating moment, okay? And you can't ever point to just one thing, but to me, you want to ask what it was physicality and turnovers to start the game, and then for 30 minutes the game's even. So we needed to be better the first 10 minutes. That was the whole ball game at that point, because you play a team that good, it's going to be hard to go on a 10-0, 12-0 run against them, and it's hard to go on a 10 or 12-0 run against us. And even though they made those 5 threes to start the second half, it wasn't a huge run. We scored during that stretch. We hit a couple threes, we got inside and scored, but we got outscored like 15-8 in those 5 possessions, but we didn't pitch a shutout. It's just hard to keep up when somebody's that hot from 3.
And speaking of that streak, you guys have the best shot defense in the conference. Today you let Towson shoot 48 from the field and 45 from 3. Do you think that was a matter of just good offense beating good defense, or did you have any problems with the shot
Yeah, I didn't think our defense was near as good. I thought we looked a little tired, and we played on the road on Thursday. It's a quick turnaround. We don't have a deep rotation. There's all the reasons. You can say they're excuses, but they're reality, and we have to defend better because our team is built where we have to grind on you. We have to, it's just who we are. We've got length. We've got some shot challenging and shot contesting around the rim and on the perimeter, even with Tyler's got long arms, Frankie's got long arms. So all of those things make us pretty good defensively. They made, like I said, those 5 threes in a row, but the bigger issue for me, so there's where I'm going to give them a ton of credit. I hate the fact that they were able, Scylla just scored being shoulder in our chest, and goes up through us and scores, and it happened about 5 times. And maybe it happened more than that. I guess he scored 7. He had a couple jumpers. So maybe 5 times where he just kind of physically manhandled us and scored. I thought that the other big kid, Thompson, he physically got on us and banged us and scored. And those are the plays that we've been able to stop, and we couldn't stop those. So in those, I'm upset with us. The threes they were hitting, there was one that I thought was wide open. The other ones were actually not that poorly contested. I may feel different when I watch the film. So I'm going to give them a lot of credit for good offense on those.
And last one for Coach. Is there any update on any possible returns?
No, those guys are done. Aaron's done. Fry's done. Leon is back. He's only been back a week. We played him a little bit the other day. We'll play him a little more as we move forward, as he gets in kind of game shape and gets his explosiveness back. So that'll help us. But yeah, those other 2 guys are done.
And Tyler, how do you feel about your individual performance tonight?
Started off hot and just cooled down. Just got to hit shots in those moments. Feel like I had a lot of good shots that I usually hit. Didn't fall. Just got to play to my pace, let the game come to me.
And now the 5th straight game that you played all 40 minutes, the shooting numbers have been a little down. Do you feel like fatigue has been a factor at all in your play as of late?
Yeah, I would definitely say fatigue, but most of the shots that I've been getting, I think I just got to have some confidence in them. That's it.
And Kenan, made 4 threes tonight. Now leads the team in 3-pointers made. How do you feel about your individual performance?
It's not good enough. It's not just offense. I gotta rebound better. The threes, 4 for 6, it's not bad, but I can't go 4 for 10 from the field. Like, I gotta make my 2s, and if I make 2 or 3 of those, it's only like 6 points for a 4-point game, and then me getting back in the game. So, yeah.
And as Coach was saying, Towson's bigs are real physical.
Mm.
Do you think interior defense should be a point of emphasis for you guys moving forward?
Oh, definitely, and that starts with me. Yeah, definitely.
That's all I got. Thank you guys.
All right, man. Travel safe going home. Thanks.